Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog, Smoky Steve. Today I want to weigh in a little bit about mood swings and bipolar disorder and pretending to be okay when you're not okay. So I've had a very interesting 36 hours. I I've had some symptoms. It's my time of year to have them. I have up periods and down periods, and it's not seasonal exactly, but it's close. Usually fall, winter is my up kind of time, and spring, summer is my down kind of time. It seems opposite. I know people always say summer, it's beautiful, woohoo, spring, blooming, whatever. I hate spring. The smell of ham and hyacinth makes me want to slit my throat. So, I cycle differently. And right now I'm between moods. I'm transitioning just like the seasons are. So if you can picture like an old radio where this station is clear and this station is clear, but as you're tuning in between it's fuzzy, that's how my mood is right now. It's not one or the other, it's fuzzy. So I have the mixture of like depression where you have like negative thoughts and irritability and stuff like that, but I have some symptoms of mania that creep in, which means I'm not sleeping very well and I'm thinking really fast and I'm having racing thoughts, but they're not like mania when you think of it like the happy, ecstatic, woohoo, I can conquer the world type stuff. It's like a more agitated type of feeling. So I woke up yesterday morning at like 5 o'clock. Well, I was up and down. Mark was up and down, and I was up and down, but once I was finally ready to get down, it was like 5, and I was just staring at the ceiling, and I'm like, oh God. And totally cliche, I'm not usually so dramatic, but I went to the bathroom and used the bathroom, and I look in the mirror, and I'm like feeling like I looked at myself literally and said, don't start. And I went to lay back down, and it started. The thoughts start spinning. The thoughts start racing. They're going all over the place. And I try to calm myself down. I lay back down, lay on my back, put the covers up to my neck, and I'm trying to just be chill. And it's not working. So I eventually just get up at like 7 or 7:30 and contacted my boss and said I was pretty frank. I mean, they know where I work that I struggle with a chronic condition. And this year there's not going to be any vacations because I was struggling a bit for the last few months off and on, and there goes the vacation time. So, got up around 8, drank half a pot of coffee. My thoughts were spinning so fast. Of course, it didn't occur to me not to drink the half a pot of coffee. Put my headphones in because they were drowning out the sound of my own voice. Now, when I have racing thoughts and I say I'm drowning it out, I'm not hallucinating. I'm not having an auditory, I'm hearing things from the outside in. It's my own internal monologue, like on speed, going, going, going. So eventually Mark gets up. I still have my headphones on, watching like random crap on YouTube or whatever. And then I went for a short walk and came home and had some lunch and then laid down. And then I tossed and turned, but mostly slept for, I guess, about 3 hours. And I got up and Mark was home and fudged around the house a little bit, mostly sat and stared. My head had calmed down a little bit from sleeping. And then started to crank up again. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like, this shit's not going to end today. It's just not going to end. It's like you wake up and you don't know what you're waking up to. Am I going to want to, hide under the bed, or am I going to wake up tap dancing? It's kind of exhausting not to know which. So Mark has to go get laundry because he was feeling better as the day went on, as far as mood and physically and everything. And laundry's a big task because it's for two of us and we wait a long time to go. So he did all the washing and he's like, why don't you come help me fold it? So I was like, all right, whatever. So I go, and my mind's starting to race again because I'm out and I'm stimulated, I think, and stuff's going on. And we're at the laundromat, and there's this guy outside. Like, he's doing his wash, but he goes outside and he's literally standing there twiddling his thumbs. Just like that. Now, I want to give you an example because I said all this. Usually I keep my racing thoughts to myself, but I had shared this with Mark because he was there And then I had actually remembered it because I had shared it with him, so I wrote it down. This is how one single thought, in a period of about 30 seconds, turned into a much bigger deal than it should have been. Okay? So, all right. Scene, laundromat, evening. Mark, looking outside while we're waiting for the laundry to dry. Mark said, that guy looks creepy. He's literally outside, twiddling his thumbs. I said, I know, right? So that's me pretending to be okay. Really, in my head, here's what the monologue is doing. He does look suspicious. What if he has a gun? What if he decides to shoot up the Domino's pizza next door? What if he decides to shoot up the laundromat? I guess I'll have to jump through the window for safety, but Mark is here. I should probably save him first. Does that mean I throw him through the window and go after? Or is that a little self-serving to throw him through the window just to break the glass? I wonder how heavy a washer really is anyway, and if I could chuck one of those instead. Wow, it's a pretty diverse crowd of people in here now that I look around. There's a black woman with her son and a South Asian couple and some indie rock looking kid and some Latino with bleached blonde hair. Well, if we do all get shot and killed, it'll be a pretty diverse memorial, and I don't think my family will be on CNN or anything talking about anti-gun stuff. My mother is such a nervous type that I don't imagine she'd be comfortable on camera. Oh my god, I just remembered Mark doesn't have life insurance. How the hell will they bury him? Plus, he's my sole beneficiary. I better change that paperwork when I get to work tomorrow. So, as you can see, 30 seconds, like that. We went from one of the gentlemen doing his laundry outside, twiddling his thumbs, to I have, in my head, already staged a mass shooting at the laundromat, decided how I'm going to escape, decided how the memorial's going to look, and tried to think of how to pay for our funerals. Okay, so it's very challenging to do too much else. Every bit of stimuli that I have during the day cranks it up even more and more. So the headphones, the turning down the TV, the taking a nap, turn off the fan, turn off this, turn off that. Just try to keep everything as quiet as possible because it doesn't take much to crank me up. So I slept last night and I had to work today. I had to start early because yesterday I anticipated being at the state hospital where I work a few days a week, and I left my computer there, so I had to get in the car and drive up to the state hospital this morning. The company car I had actually, because I had anticipated using that yesterday. So I drove up early, picked it up, drove back to the office. It's like a 20-minute ride to and from. Then started my day. So I started working really like an hour early, and then was trying to play catch up all morning with stuff that wasn't done here and wasn't done there. And I spoke to my one boss. She's like, if you need anything, you just let us know. I work with such nice, understanding people, it could make you puke just because you don't want to believe people could be that nice. You know, you think it's just everything they say, and meanwhile they're, sending stuff to HR, but they actually do get it. They understand. But it's times like this I get frustrated when people say, oh God, the weather is so bipolar. Oh my God, I am so bipolar. Or even people I've met who try to claim it as an explanation for some of their peculiar behaviors. Having a diagnosis of, you can, I'll put aside all the crap of what's a diagnosis, what is this, what is that. If you lay out all the symptoms that the American Psychiatric Association and the DSM-5 call bipolar disorder, I behave and feel in all those ways. So by their definition or their diagnosis, I have that. And the treatment protocols they give generally work for me. But I'm just having a little bit of a rough patch. And when people kind of chalk up their own idiosyncrasies like that, and I think, this isn't fun. This isn't fun. This fucks with my job. This fucks with my relationships. This fucks with my family. It fucks with my money. It's not pretty. It's not cool. It's not cool. This is not something I would have chosen for myself. I know people think, oh, it makes you creative. It's inspiring. It's, so many great authors and artists and writers. You know how many great authors and artists and writers were not mentally ill? Probably most of them. So now I'm rambling again because my thoughts are starting to race. Too triggered. Anyway, it is probably too long of a video anyway. It's like 10 minutes. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm gonna go shave because I need to look like I'm healthy, even if I'm on the edge of glory. And I'll catch up with y'all soon. Bye.